I'm done.
I need you to weigh in on
man,
it because they
chill
not
out.
retired.
They not retired.
Man,
So-
chill out.
Let me jump in this conversation, but
So I
y'all
learned,
active.
Yeah, I learned from Muhammad Ali that a real fighter never truly retires.
I
So
like
you can
that.
try.
You just gave me something to
You
go
can
with.
try to
Taking
retire.
that.
You can try to retire. You call that, and the time is as follows. It's different strokes for different folks. First of all, we winners.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do not want to leave there a loser. So while we're old enough to not lose.
Right.
You understand me? So we know there's people out there that we can beat. Why not go out with a victory? That's the first thing we try to do. Second thing is, when you quit having that urge to get up and still head of the pack, that's really time for you to stop.
That's a fact.
And that's just honestly speaking.
That's a fact.
So I notice everybody knows when you wake up and you don't want to get up and go do what you got to do to stay ahead of that group, it's time for you to get out whether you want to or not. Now, not many people listen to it, but like I said, it does
That's
happen.
the problem right there.
But
That's the problem.
because you start seeing people in that pack that you know, like he just said, you know you can whoop him. You understand me? So it's very difficult because all of your life you was a challenger. You was the guy that challenged everything. Me, I fought the odds on everything. You know, they told me you can't win a heavyweight. Okay, watch. So it's like they tell me that you can't win a bet at 55, really. Well, I don't believe that, but I'm not gonna go try. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. But don't tell me I can't, because if somebody told me I can't and the right check was there, I'd probably go out there and see. Because, like I said, I learned from Ali, fighters don't really retire. We try to stop, but retirement is not the answer. So when you're happy and complacent in what you're doing, and if you really look at it and see some of these, like he said, when you see these older guys who went before you, and you see some of the things that they suffer from, it makes you rethink their retirement situation. So if you can put yourself in a good enough mindset that you did all you were supposed to do with what God gave you, then you can sit back and retire.
I think it could be fear as well, bro. Because you know, wasn't Mike Tyson told me a long time ago. He says that your life doesn't really start until you retire from boxing. So is it the fact that a lot of us, we don't know who we are outside of this fight game? Like, to live a normal life.
Yeah.
Is that fear there to be able to go from one side of the fence to the other and live this normal life? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, is it that? Is it just the fear of the fact of trying to retire and trying to find out who that person is? You know what I mean? Everybody's been seeing this guy for so long, for the last 20, 30 years. I've been this dog, I've been this and I've been that. Who is this other guy outside of that? That's a fearful, you know what I mean, situation that you have to deal with within yourself in front of the mirror now. You know what I mean? Be able to walk to the store and try to be regular and try to move and shake and try to be regular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My pastor, man, he really, I gotta give him a lot of credit because he got me prepared for retirement long before I retired. And he did it by his example first and then with his words. You know, my pastor was an All-American at University of Washington and played for the Raiders for 6 years, Napoleon Kaufman. And he left, got a new contract, played 1 year out the new 2-year deal, and he walked away. You know, he never came back, went to ministry, did his thing. And I know that's part of the reason why God led me to his church, because my time was coming. And I can remember, you know, studying Jim Brown and how he retired. You know, he was in the off season, he was on the set of Dirty Dozens because he starred in a lot of movies, and he was in his army fatigue, sitting in the director's chair. He's on the phone with the owner of the Browns, and he's telling him what he wants. He said, "We ain't gonna do it." He said, "I'm done." He never came back. I said, "Man, what is that?" George Foreman. George left he was retired for 10 years, came back, but you know, for the most part, he retired on his own terms. And I started studying that kind of stuff. And it's like when I was active, I was like, man, I want to leave like that. I want to leave like that. I want to leave like that. And my pastor was always telling me, Dre, man, this is what you do. This is not completely who you are, son. Understand that. This is a season of your life. And for him to contextualize that for me, instead of just what we normally used to hearing, it's just, oh, you that fighter, you the fighter, you the fighter, that's war the fighter, that's war the fighter, right? It helped me to start accepting that long before I actually walked away. And I actually started having a desire to walk away like, man, I want to leave on top. I want to leave on top. And I always looked at the sport like it was another opponent. Y'all got it's these landmines all over the place. Whether it could be anything. It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of ways to fail in this game.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't trying to fail, man. I ain't trying to give y'all that, man. I'm not trying to give y'all that opportunity, man. So I always looked at boxing as another opponent. And the night before, y'all was with me.
Yeah, I was.
The night before, and I ain't tell y'all nothing
He
either.
didn't tell us.
So I knew I was gonna look. I knew I was gonna announce my retirement the next morning.
Boy.
And we went out to dinner and everything. I ain't tell these dudes nothing.
Man.
I ain't tell them nothing.
He was with us?
I ain't tell them nothing. Yeah.
Was
Okay,
you here?
yeah.
Was
Yeah,
he
I was
here?
there.
Went to Kincaid's in Jackson Square.
Yeah,
in
you
Oakland.
was a cold piece.
So I ain't tell y'all nothing, right? But I did call you the morning of, though.
Yeah,
I
you
told you the
did.
morning of. You was like,
Yeah,
what?
you
I said,
did.
bro, I'm about to do it right now.
He called me like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Bruh, about to do it. I said, what are you talking about? About to do what? It's over. What? What are you talking about? It's over. What? I'm trying to wipe the crust out my eyes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's
he ain't
over.
believe it. So I walked away, I did my thing, and it's like, I often say, man, I wish retirement on everybody,
Yeah.
but I wish retirement for nobody. Meaning, it's a part of it that's a blessing.
Yeah.
The other part, it ain't that easy, bro. And it's like, people see me like, oh, you did it right, you did it right. Y'all don't know what I've been through. It ain't been bad, but it ain't been easy, bro.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Because I can do math too. I count real good. I count real good, right? Count real good. And I'm doing the math. Ah, man, it's a phone call away.
Exactly.
It's a phone call away,
That's
Jay.
a fact.
Right?
Quick, easy.
That drive ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's not going nowhere.
Crazy.
Ever.
I was whooping on the real last night in the lobby. Hitting
Yeah.
with the body shot.
Nah, stop.
Hitting with the
all
body
day.
shot. But I think one of the main things I learned was we were men who always had a mission. You had a set of orders. Roy, this your
Yes, sir.
mission. This your date. This your opponent. You got 10 weeks. This what you gonna make. If you do this what's gonna happen next. That you got orders. Here go your mission.
Yep.
Now that's taken away. I gotta take all this drive, my mind, everything that I got that made me great over here, and I gotta put it toward other stuff, whether it's pouring into somebody else, training people, starting a gym. If you like get involved in movies, doc, book,
Right.
raise your family, like you gotta find that other stuff. And it ain't never gonna be like boxing,
Yeah.
Yep.
but I gotta find something, because if I just sit there, man,
You're gonna look crazy.
you're gonna die off, bro. You're not gonna make it. And you probably gonna either come back or you just not gonna be in a good way.